Here's our review for week 7, day 2. Number 1, which number sentence is true? So they all have 8 as a denominator, which means that the bigger the numerator, the bigger the fraction. So they're not equal because the numbers aren't the same. And 7 is greater than 6, so my answer is A. Both C and D say that 6 is bigger, and that's not true. Number 2, find the fraction that makes the number sentence true. 3/4 is equal to something. I am going to kind of focus on 6/8 because 4 can't really go to 10, 4 can't go to 5, and 4 can't go to 6. So I think it's going to be 6/8, but I'm going to double check. So 3/4, if I'm going to 8, 4 times 2 is 8. So then I multiply my top number by 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So yes, B does work. And number 3, Carly ran 3/12 of a mile, and George ran 1/3. Which number sentence is true? Because I see that 3 can go to 12 pretty easily, I'm going to make that an equivalent fraction. So 1/3 with 12 as a denominator. 3 times 4 is 12, so 1 times 4 is 4. So I'm comparing 3/12 and 4/12. They're not equal. 3/12 is not bigger. 1/3 is bigger because 1/3 was at 4/12. Number 4, Jackson added 1/5 cup of tea to 1/3 cup of water. Which number sentence is true? Well, in this case, since both numerators are the same, I know that the smaller the denominator, the bigger the fraction. So 1/3 is bigger, which matches step A. Now that only works when the denominators are the same. Number 5, using the model below, which number sentence is true? Well, it looks like the bottom one is bigger. So let's figure out our fraction. This is 1, 2, 3/4. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/8. So I'm going to say that 7/8 is larger, or 3/4 is less than 7/8. And number 6, Eden bounced the ball 8 times in a row. Peter bounced it 7 times as many times as Eden, and 4 times as many as Tim. How many times did Tim bounce the ball? So I know Eden did it 8 times in a row. Peter bounced it 7 times as many as Eden. And then I'll need to come back, I'm going to break it there, and do 4 times as many as Tim, because I need Tim. So I'm going to kind of label Eden did it 8 times. If Peter did it 7 times as many as Eden, I would say 7 times 8 is 56. And then to find out Tim, I know that Peter did 4 times as many as Tim. So I need to do Tim times 4, and that would give me my 56. So I need to figure out what times 4 was 56. So what times 4 was Peter, which was the 56. So I'm going to work backwards. Instead of multiplying, I'm going to do 56 divided by 4. 4 goes into 5 once with the remainder of 1, and I bring down my 6. 4 goes into 16 4 times, which gives me no remainder. So Tim must have bounced the ball 14 times. That is our review for week 7, day 2.